Everybody, this is Prizm Retail Player Break 10 box number 3. Need a killer here. I'm gonna just start taking out backs, guys. Guys, who wants to kill? I got the others Bears, others Bengals, others Jaguars, others Colts, Kyler Brooks rookies, Marshawn Lloyd rookies, which also include their autographs, guys. Not an easy hit again on the autos, but very rewarding if you do hit them. You have Rodgers and Tyreek as well. I don't know that I can do, if it's like a couple dollars, probably, yeah. Let me look. What is that? Murray, Rodgers, Hill. Yeah, it's like $2. Yeah, I'm down. That's cool. One second, Austin. What's up, buddy? 10% off tax day. Not sure yet, Austin. Give me a second here. Takes a minute for that. My store is not the fastest today, unfortunately. Yep, you're good to send now, Austin. You're good. Thank you, Austin. Last 6 or 7. 6 or 7, whatever that is. 7. Henpei Hammer sounds so generic, though. I was going to do hammer and cheese, but when you read it, it looks like hammer hand cheese because of the second H. Looks like hammer hand cheese. So I was like, oh. So we scratched that. So now it's either Henpei Hammer or Hammer Vision. Which really, it's probably going to be Henpei Hammer. What's up, Average? How you been, brother? Yeah. I like Hammer Vision because it like, yeah, it looked like hammer hand cheese. Yes. Nice. Dude, people don't even know. So long as the bread doesn't get overly crispy, because I actually like it crispy on the outside and soggy on the inside. You know, like when you make a good grilled cheese. Hamakala. That's not bad. We never thought about kala, but. Some shrooms. I have no clue. Probably going to be guys like Morton Anderson. All like that. Here's the list of guys. Here, 1 second here. Let me get it up for you. No, I literally can't remember it. I can't do 10 on them. I'm really stretched thin on these kind of breaks. I mean, if you took multiple, I probably would have done 10. I'll do 12 probably. I'm sorry. I can't really do much better. Go. If you look at shrooms, if you look at that, if you look at the player list I just dropped for you. No, worry. I mean, if you take more, you know, I'll take care of you a little bit more on these. The ball is good. Shrooms are good to send. If you take if you take a couple more, you know, I got you a little bit better. You got it. It's just we're priced really low on this, and then we guarantee give away $250 every break. That's the player link, guys. It's the same player list link in that spreadsheet that we had as the last one, guys. Just make sure you guys are on the same, or make sure you guys are on the correct tab, Excel tab. Yeah, I still don't know. What do you guys think? Henpei, Hammer, Spicy Tea are good to send when you can. What do you guys think? Henpei, Hammer Vision? No, I can't do hand stuff. I can't do hand stuff. I liked Hammer Vision a lot. I mean, not a lot, like, it was solid for everything that I was trying to accomplish with. Like, it was universal enough, but it was still kind of like, you know, slight of hammer. Now that sounds like I'm trying to, like, con people. Wow. How's that for a pack? I tried Hammer Montana Kragos. Tried that. It is taken. Oh, all your cards are right there, actually. Hammer Montana was taken. We had kind of a lot. Me and my brother went through a lot. I tried the Blez method. I tried like Hammer wins, Hammer bets, Hammer wagers. No, not at all. Football Channel is live at 10 o'clock, Tuesday through Saturdays. Shrooms, I'm live over here on this side, Monday through Friday, usually. 6. Handy Hammer. The Gambling Hambino High Rolling Hammer. Handy Hammer? No. I'm going to get... And what is my picture going to be of me holding a fucking hot dog? With ketchup at the end of it or something? Yeah, exactly. I tried hammer crack. We thought about hammer smacks. We thought about hammer smacks. Like, oh, hammer plunge. We tried all of it. It was like, oh. I know I sound very indecisive, but trust me. It's just one of those things that it's got to sound right. It's got to feel right. It's got to look right. It's got to check all of the boxes. We thought about hammer 1. Yeah, we were at hand pay. We've been at hand pay hammer for a while, Sammy. We've been at hand pay hammer. I'm not going to be jackpot hammer or, you know. Jonathan Brooks is a rookie for Carolina, yes. Hammer time was one of them. They're gone. I didn't try one time. I don't normally say one time, that's why. I know a few other influencers use that term, so. Oh my, that's actually a real good one, Panda. I just thought about it. Oh my God, I'm gonna go look at that work. Was it 10 or 25 feet, Spicy? Holy hammer. Sup, boys? I'm the hammer that's holy. No, the people are gonna think I'm like using a derogatory term. Hi guys, I'm the hammer and I'm holy. You know. I'm going to Hawaii. Is this Waikiki? Oh, is that Spam? It looks like luncheon meat, you know? Oh my God, dude. Panda, thank you. I actually think I figured it out. If I can pull it off, oh my God. Well, your friend better come. Your friend better be. Your friend better come talk to me before he visits the island. I'll give him the quick rundown. We tried double down. We were thinking about double. Mrs. Hammer likes that double down hammer. She liked that one. We thought about everything. We didn't. Okay, Savannah hammer. No, we didn't. That's kind of cool. That's actually pretty cool, but I'm not from the Savannah. Oh my God, I gotta write this down now. I'll be right back. I gotta write this down. I have a great name. I have a great name. I got a great name. I'm cracking myself up over here thinking about it. I appreciate you guys so much for like. There's Dead Dogs. He's pushing through on 11th. Vikings just came out. Spicy Tea is paid. Shrooms was paid. Guys, I need a little bit of help. Somebody help me push this through, please. Anybody want a kill price or anything like that, guys? Kill price. There's 62 here in spots. Does anybody just want it for $50, guys? I'll do 10 bucks each across. Anybody want it for 50? We've tried Hardway hammer. I didn't try Houseway. We tried Hardway. We tried a hammer horn, but it sounds like hammer's horny. We thought about hammer slammer. That dude, like, trust me, like, the more I think about it, the harder it got. It's crazy. And normally me or my brother we're usually, what's up, Turner? We're usually we're usually very like good with coming up with names. No, I didn't come up. So, buddy, watch this one. Buddy's not gonna believe me. I gotta show him the text now so he knows. What does that say yesterday at almost midnight? What does that say right there, buddy? So you know. I said Hammer the Hedgehog. So you believe me. So you believe me on how much I work, how much my brain thinks about it. It's crazy. But that was kind of cool, right? Hammer the Hedgehog. That kind of rhyme, but people might think I'm Sonic's brother or some shit. Sonic's slower brother. Significantly slower brother. Hammer the hulking hammer. Hammer Hulk. Oh, I don't want to hear none of that, Spicy. Bro, I actually think I figured it out. I think I got the name. I'm not going to share the name yet because I need to run it by my brother. Yeah. Clint, 25 feet minimum from Buddy. Spicy T told me I got to keep at least 25 feet. I might not be able to go to the National this year because of the restraining order. What's up, life? Nick, so I just got confirmation that I'm getting Prizm International. That was yesterday. So I'll be dead honest with you. At earliest, I would say I would have it by like Thursday. I'm going to be off this Friday through Sunday this week because I'm going to WrestleMania like that. But I would say if not, if it comes in by late this week, like let's say Friday, Saturday, I'll have it in the store by the weekend for Monday. And if not, it will probably be early next week, is my guess. Just depends when the product comes in, Nick. Yeah, we need to go to the Cubs. Yes. So the messed up part is I have a concert to go to on Friday. That's the messed up part. So I took Friday off because it's going to be like a date day for me and Mrs. Hammer. We don't really go on dates too much. So we were going to go spend some time together on Friday. So we didn't have to rush. But now it's like, oh, we might go do something beforehand, take a nap, and then come in for a little while. I wanna meet Mick Foley. I have a couple things I'd love to ask him on stream. And then from there, I pretty much got to go straight to the concert. So I have a very busy weekend. Natural hammer. We did say hammer nuts, but that sounds pretty inappropriate, to be honest with you. we did say hammer nuts, you know, hammer the nuts. I got the nuts, but again, Omaha. That's not bad at all. That's actually pretty cool. Omaha ma. We tried Hamosaurus as well. Jose, that was one of them that was on my initial list. Hamosaurus Rex. We had Hamosaurus or Hamosaurus Rex. Wait, what else did I have? Wait, I had a couple of those. Trust me, we thought of a lot of them. I had, oh yeah, Hammer Hustle. Oh, I deleted a lot of them. Hammer Hustle was another one. Oh, I gotta delete. Hammer Wins and Hammer Bets is definitely out, and Hammer Wagers. Hand Pay Hammer and Hammer the Hedgehog. Problem is I'm not a hedgehog. But I would say he's not a card guy, to be honest with you. I can't see Hammer the Funky Homo Sapien. It's just gotta be a little shorter, guys. Gotta be a little shorter. Yeah, we had Hamalicious on there too. We had the Balding Halibut. Hammer Time. We tried Hammer Time. Hammer Time's all taken. We had Hammer Time. Those were all taken. A lot of the Hammer Links was one of them, but I didn't want to sound like a hot link, you know. Super Saiyajin. I would be Super Saiyajin. I would just have to. Yeah, I was under Hand Pay Hammer or Hammer Hand Pays, you know, something like that. But like the thing is I didn't want to. Here's the thing, everybody, and for you business guys out there, I value your honest opinion. Like let's talk serious, but not serious. Like, this is for fun, obviously. If eventually, you know, I get some kind of brand deals or it does start to blow up a little bit better, that's awesome. You know, so I'm trying to make it fun. And I'm trying to match my personality, but I'm also trying to make sure that it hits the target audience per se. So that's why like Hand Pay Hammer or something like that was something I even considered. Because usually I would have said that that's too plain Jane for me. For my style, that's too plain. Like, I like to be unique in everything that I do. I don't like being a plain Jane in everything, you know. So that's why, like, I like things like, you know, yeah, Hammer the Hedgehog or Hammer and Cheese. Stupidest name, yes, but, you know. So Rainieri, so we were looking at like Hammer Rips, you know, because we can rip slots, rip packs. But again, sounds kind of plain because there's a lot of different rips. You know, this guy rips, that guy rips. So I was like, okay. So that's why I was like, oh, Hammer and Cheese. I thought that was kind of cool because I would be eating, right? I talk about my love for cheeseburgers. So I'm sure the branding could be like, you know, kind of like burgers, if you will. Like, you know, yellow, all that kind of stuff. You know, yellow lettuce, burgers, ketchup, mayo, you know, whatever. So that's why I really liked Hammer and Cheese. I thought that was very cool, playful. And then we could call Mrs. Hammer cheese because she's not really a big cheese person. She eats cheese, don't get me wrong, but she don't like omelets and cheese and stuff like that. Yeah, no tomatoes, no pickles. Yeah, that's gross. I just like I like my burgers nice and hearty. Meat, cheese, bacon, maybe some head lettuce. I don't like shredded lettuce because yes, there's a difference. But what are your guys' thoughts on that? Like, I love the meat, yes. I can do barbecue sauce, yeah, but I mean, again, I don't need it. Like, I'm not a big sauce person. I don't need it. Like, I don't like my stuff. Like, I don't really care for mayonnaise too much. Like, sure, I'll put a little ketchup, or maybe sure, I'll put a little barbecue sauce. That's fine. But I'm not like a gravy guy. I don't like my shit drowning in sauce. I don't like that. Only thing I can kind of dig semi-drowning in sauce is like baby back ribs or something like that, you know. I think that's the only exception for me. I actually like BK Whoppers, yeah. I think they're my favorite fast food burger. I mean, outside of like, you know, Shake Shack and stuff like that. Like if we're talking about like McDonald's, Jack in the Box, you know, all that kind of BS. What's up, Aaron? Oh, long time no talk. Holy crap. Yeah, we tried Hammer Handicap, but it didn't sound right, to be honest with you. No, absolutely zero pun. I'm not making fun of that or anything, but it didn't sound right. Sound like it could have been misinterpreted in many ways. What is that? Wait, I'll look at that in a second. Did somebody kill this yet? Packs are out. Who killed it? Need someone to kill. Oh, I got you. Yeah. If it says it's breaking on the light channel, Aaron, it's always over here. Yes. No, too wordy. High hand is too wordy for me. Definitely too wordy for me. Yeah. There's a few different ways, like Hammer's humongous hits. Yeah, we tried like Hammer Locks. I didn't try Hammer Hawks. Hammer for life. Yeah, Radiary, if you got a couple already, right? You can say 20, that's fine. Let me make sure it's there, though, Rainieri. 1 second. Hammer Cracks. No, I got a good one. I actually have a real good one. I have a good one that's pretty inappropriate. No, it's fine. You took earlier. It's fine. You're good to say. You can say 20. I'm gonna craft my board shorts. All right, last 3 spots. Somebody kill for 25. Hammer Strudel? Hammer Strudel? Where are these names coming from? Hammer Strudel? What am I, a toaster strudel? Which, by the way, if you were a kid and you had a toaster strudel, those things are amazing. Howling Hammer. I don't know what Aristol is. And I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Favorite flavor? Steve B. Hammer Heart. No. Steve, you're good to send 25. Favorite flavor? I like Coca-Cola Zero. I like strawberries. I like coffee ice cream. That's the one ice cream I like. Sometimes cookies and cream, but vanilla, if not vanilla. And this is very hard. That's a very hard question for me. Oh, favorite flavor of toaster strudels. They took Hannah Montana. Dead Dogs, they took it. I would have thought that would have been my number third choice. Ham and cheese was my number one choice. They took Hannah Montana from me. And I don't want to do like underscores. I don't like doing any of that. I hate that. Yeah, so the bounty, guys, yes, it's for the true green ice only. Okay, how's this one? Okay, I'll tell you guys. I gotta text my brother right now. I gotta tell him. Yeah, I thought about Hard Hat Hammer because we were thinking about Huff and Puff. That's when we thought about Hammer Links. Hammer Maniac. Hammer Maniac sounds like the Animaniacs. We were made for pay contracts. We got baloney in our sacks. The Animaniacs. We tried Hammer Anti. We tried that. Sounds like I'm an anti though. That's the problem. So that was the problem I ran into with that. Here's your guys' player list, guys. I love talking to all of you guys about this. I'm having such a fun conversation. Trust me, like I'm having a... Okay. I texted my brother. How's this one? How's this one? Panda, if you're from Hawaii, you would understand this one. If you're not from Hawaii, you probably wouldn't understand this. Huh. Somebody said Hammer the Kind. I think it was Buddy that said that. Or someone did. What if I become Hammer Big the Kind? Bro, tell me that doesn't sound major. And if anybody ever watched The Brothers and Friends back in 2001, you would know where that comes from. Hammer Big the Kind. That might work out. That might actually work out. Good luck, guys. If you're from Hawaii, you would understand it. If you're not from Hawaii, yeah. You could interpret that in many different ways. Trust me. Good luck. I think that would match my personality. We start with a Caleb right off the back, early and hopefully often for lucky. Our first bounty is an Ego. Is it another Saquon? Ooh. Nice Jalen Hurts bounty for $25. The bounty's got to be the true green ice, guys. These true green ice are the bounty. That should be a spot on its own. Nice hit for the Hurts spot. Favre. Crosby. Estime. And Penix on the green ice. Prismatic. The inserts do not count towards the bounties, guys. Please remember that. Inserts do not count towards the bounty. No, it's gotta be short, sweet, to the point, guys. I like it. The shorter, the better. Hammer Big the Kind isn't short though. But neither is hammer and cheese. That wasn't short. It's so hard. Like, coming up with a cool name is hard. No, you see, Corey, and exactly. Exactly. That's why hand pay hammer still probably going to end up being what it's going to be. It's probably going to be hand pay hammer. Because that's exactly what ends up happening with me. It always just ends up limiting. Kalohe hammer. That works too. Jair Alexander on the checkerboard. Green Ice of Jonathan Brooks for Spicy. Olave, that's the others, I believe. Heartbreak Hammer. That's not bad. Kind of sound like Shawn Michaels now. Shipley Silver. Hammer Hot Pot. Hammer Hot Pot. That was not a bounty. Gotta be the true. So the prismatics, the prism breaks, the emergence, all like that is all excluded from that. Or prismatrix, excuse me. So every box has one true. So you're guaranteed to have one true green ice. Here's your true green ice right here. And it's going to the Bengals spot. It might be for Mr. Man. And it is. Rainieri. Who's my mama? Gonna get $25. There's a Daniels. On the Prismatrix. Milton. Boselli. Hammer Himpson? No. Hammer Chasing. Oh, that actually is not bad because I do chase. Hammer Chases. Wiggins, checkerboard. McMillan. Diggs. Nice Bryce Young checkerboard. Hot Hands Hammer. I'm not that hot sometimes though. Who has the others commanders? I think there's a special $25 bounty for every Jershawn Newton I hit that I get to rip live on camera. It would be Chasing with Shenny. Well, I thought it would. We were joking about it. We were joking about it and Hammer Bento. Well, see, it's funny you say that. I even considered Hammer Eats, but it really does sound too much like a food review channel. And that's why I kind of liked Hammer Vision, because it was kind of more universal per se. So I'm pretty much stuck between Hammer Vision and Hand Pay Hammer. See, that's perfect. Thank you, Rainieri. You're answering all my. The Jack Hammer. I don't hate that, Clint. I don't hate that. Only thing I would dislike about it is that people would call me Jack. So if people called me Jack, I'd be like, who the hell is Jack? I don't know who Jack is, but I'm one Hammer. Bro, it's so hard to come up with a name for this. It's crazy. I'll probably end up giving in. Ranieri, genius! Genius! I appreciate the banter, guys. I really do. We're having fun. We're ripping cards. We're talking about potential. We're talking about potential names. Kobe Turner. I think that's a others Rams spot. I believe gets $25. Oopsie. Milano. D. Walt Hammer. I'll be honest with you, I'm converting. Shenny's money. Well, that's why I liked Hammer and Cheese, because you could have called her Cheese. Be like, hey guys, Hammer here. There's Cheese. Pittix. And Bonix. Dexter Jackson on the checkerboard. Oh, Melton. Cheney's Hammer. Damn it. Old Dunze. Mucking around with Hammer. Hammer Muck? No. Sounds like a Pokemon now. Witherspoon. You know who I did see at the casino the other day that I totally forgot to mention? Anybody here ever heard of Jay Fructose? Neighbors, he's actually like one of those people that he kind of like, he's an advantage player. Well, he'll hawk machines and he'll like wait for people to leave it with like high bonus spins on like Regal Riches and stuff like that. Saw him the other day. I don't know that I really care for his style, but Minecraft. Everybody's talking about Minecraft today. I know nothing about Minecraft. Absolutely zero knowledge. Wow, I think this was a other spot as well. Golf. JJ. Prescott Silver. That's not bad. Hamazard. I don't hate that. I'm going to write that down. Oh, nice Montgomery. I actually don't hate that. Hamazard. I'd rather be like Cock the Hammer. Phi Slammer Hammer? Phi Slammer Hammer? I actually like that Hamazard. It's kind of cool. Oh, what about Hammer Knights? Hammer Knights? Yeah, I knew where you were going with that. I kind of like it. Hamazard. Blastoise. Blast Hammer. No, that sounds like an adult industry kind of name. Hammerlax. Yeah, that's a cool one. I would turn myself into a Snorlax. That's cool. I identify with Snorlax. I like Naps. I like Naps and Hyper Beam. Hemorrhoid. Hema squirts. What do I have? Diarrhea? That sounds like the title for my OnlyFriends page. The medical folder. Yeah, that's why I said Hammer the Hedgehog, right? Easter Hammer. I thought about Only Hammer. We thought about that. Stingley on the checkerboard. Hammer Dimes. Nice Devonta Smith. Yeah, Parker, we were talking about Hammer the Hedgehog. That was the last name I came up with before I tried to fall asleep last night, was Hammer the Hedgehog. My brother, he just turned 4. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. He's turning 41 in a couple of months. Jeez. He's turning 41 in a few months. And he's very good. Like, he does a lot of, like, crossword puzzles. And he enjoys like, those kinds of things. And he works a lot with special ed kids, too, like that. Because he works for my high school in Kalani. And, yeah. I mean, I was going to say, I know a couple of different variations of Kiss. So, it depending on which one we're talking about, it's always Braswell. GC. Daniels again. A couple of Daniels coming out. Hamalicious was always one of them, yeah. Hamalicious was always one of them. As many people who knew me when I first joined Blez, that's how we came up with Jagalicious, right? Braylon Allen. Checkerboard. Braswell is a bounty. Yes, Aaron. Braswell is a bounty. No, like, trust me though, Corey, when it comes to names, and everybody over here knows, I've been talking about this since last week. I have honestly invested on this. Legit writing down names and thinking about names and watching YouTubes and watching gambling myself. I can honestly tell you I got in at least 20 hours of trying to figure out just a name right now. At least 20 hours, minimum. Baby name easy. That one was easy. I already kind of knew that. I think I shared it with you guys. I think if it was a boy, it'd be like Axel Titus. It'd be somewhere around Axel Titus kind of name. If it was a female, probably Sophie. Kind of already had that one. Now that one was easy. That one was super easy. And then, of course, they'll have a Hawaiian middle name, which is very traditional. Or I'd name her after my mom, Terry. My mom's name was Terry Lynn. Marvin, might have an auto here for the Bills Mafia. This could be massive. It's Ray Davis. Couple dollars spot there. Turned into a silver auto. Hammer Lion King. Oh, Ibaka. Brian Thomas. Brian Robinson, excuse me. Excuse me, I didn't mean to say that. It's the bounty. Thought that was going to be Daniels, bruh. Cooper DeJean. But we'll have a Daniels right here. That's a nice Bucky. Hammer is not a traditional name, no. Like I said, Hammer has a right, but Corey, if you missed the beginning part of the conversation, the reason why the name means everything for me. For example, I've had the nickname and moniker Hammer for 10 plus years. Like that. A little bit longer, actually, probably closer to 12 years. But that stuck with me because a lot of the things I do is very unique, very different, all like that. So I embody the name a lot. So everything that I do, it embodies it, you know. For example, I go snowboarding. Oh, crap. I would never go snowboarding. When some people met me, I'll put them on the spot. John Young. Parker knows John Young. He's a regular on baseball. His first thing that he told me when he met me, he looked at me and he's like, holy crap, you snowboard? Because I'm 275 pounds. You know, I'm not exactly little around the middle. But I also was very active back in my day, so it's not like I can't do things. Caleb, Green Ice. But like I'll fix cars, all like that, you know. Very skilled in multiple areas. Not jack of all trades. Definitely I'm not a master of any. Ricky Pearsall, silver. Hamalanche. That's cool. That's creative. I like that. Better feel like the natural disasters. Earthquake, typhoon, and hamalanche. I kind of like that, actually. I'll write that down too. Hamalanche. Play the come with hammer. No. Yeah. You might have missed it. Don't worry, Corey. What's up, McDonald? Hamake. That sounds wrong, though. That does sound wrong. Hamalanche. That's kind of cool. Hamalanche. I kind of like that. Anybody remember the wrestler, the Hurricane? Does anybody remember him? Shane Helms. I genuinely enjoyed Shane Helms' character. Hammer up the hammer in your mouth. I enjoyed the Hurricane. I thought he was cool as hell. Even cooler when he partnered up with Rosie. Although I don't remember Rosie's character name. Whoops, I just whacked my camera. Good one. 4 left. We were thinking about Hammer Nuts because the nuts Maggio. But that, like I said, that's why I liked Hammer and cheese. Like I said, I keep going back to that because, you know, cheeseburgers and... Wow, Others Eagles. I think that was on the Others Eagles. It's Darius Slay. Didn't Darius Slay just get traded from the Eagles? Stroud. Or did he resign? I think he got traded, didn't he? Or didn't he request a trade? Or am I thinking of someone else? Trotter. What was my favorite kid shows as a kid? Some of my earliest kid shows, aside from like, that's not bad. Haminator's not bad. Was like Power Rangers, Then as I got a little bit older, I was like 90s series anime 90s animated series Spider-Man, um, X-Men, you know, the Fox Kid lineups was there as a kid. Caleb, Pokemon was one of my favorites growing up because that was like pretty much prime time. I used to like Street Sharks. I used to like, oh right, yeah, Slay was released. I'm sorry, he did get released, yeah. Street Sharks was cool. Zamir again. I used to really like Spawn, believe it or not. Caleb Williams. I don't remember anything about Spawn. It's just how I like Sailor Moon. I didn't care for it. Purdy. Darius Robinson Silver. And Kool-Aid. I'll tell you a funny story about Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon used to come on in the AM. I think it was like 5 a.m. And I remember a couple of the girls in elementary school. I think it was like second grade maybe. When did Sailor Moon come out in the States? 96, 95? So I was like second, third grade. Something like that. Something to that degree. And freaking, I remember like some of the girls, some of the pretty girls, they were talking about Sailor Moon. And I was like, oh, I'm going to do it. So I woke up one day at 5 a.m. Changed it to Channel 5, our local station. And back then, you know, at 4 o'clock in the morning, it was just a blue screen. And we used to wake up very early, which is why I got a lot of energy first thing in the morning because I'm so used to it, right? So freaking, it's like 4:30. I think it was like 4:30 or something like that. I turned the TV on. And it was just a blue screen. For those that remember the multicolor, the red, blue, white screens, it was either that screen or it was just a blue screen. K5, the home team. See, he knows it. Slamson knows it. Slamson, you're about my age, right? I turned 36 this year. And then I remember Sailor Moon coming on, like, you know, randomly after hearing the damn TV beeping the whole time. Like, beep, you know. You're just sitting through it, and I'm like, when's this TV show coming on? Then I realized it was a chick show, and I was like, that's bullshit. I'm a man. I don't watch this crap. Says the guy who watched Pokemon, right, you know, a year later. Tell you another cool show. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Who remembers that show? That was a cool show. Chop Robinson on the checkerboard. JJ. Hamalama Ding Dong. Michael Wilson, checkerboard. Yeah, that was a cool show. Like, you know, I remember watching that show. Jaden Hicks, Transformers, Beast Wars was a freaking cool ass show. I like Beast Wars a lot. Then it started getting into the anime phase though. Pokemon, Dragon Ball started releasing on Toonami, on Cartoon Network and stuff like that. I got into like the Gundam series a little bit. And that's pretty, and then after that it was all freaking, after that it was pretty much sports. Pretty much from there it was baseball, football, tried basketball, I sucked, went back to football. There's a bounty. Spencer Rattler, Green Ice. Of course I remember Digimon. Jaden Daniels Emergence. Adrian Peterson. You know, it's funny that you say that, Kobe. Everything about me because I'm a Leo. Ironically, I'm a Leo. Me and Mrs. Hammer were Leos. So if you believe in that stuff, I believe in it to a certain extent. It's pretty funny. Rattler put up some good numbers with the Bucks. That first half was great. Second half, Bucks caught on to him and he looked like ass. And then ended up losing. Yeah. That's what happened with Spencer Rattler. But again, like I say, sometimes you never know. GC Kobe, you know what else is funny? If you know my legal government name, it's also, I think it is derived from Hebrew as well. I think so. J-Bach! Well, hello, good sir. We're trying to figure out the Hammer channel name for slots. We have Hammer the Hedgehog. We have Hammer Squirts. And I'm talking about diarrhea, obviously. We have... we have quite a bit. We're still trying to finalize. Name. 2 boxes left. Good luck, guys. Come on, we gotta see something big. I haven't really seen anything really massive out of these yet. The last break was much better than I thought it was. Couple autos back to back, which is nice. It's a lot more autos than I've had previously. What's up, Charlie Blackbun? Chuck Nasty's here. Testaverde. What's up, Reborn? Jenkins Silver. Thank you, J-Bach. Thank you for your unreasonable contributions. Joey Bosa, others Chargers, I believe that is. I miss you too, J-Bach. Pretty soon you'll have day baseball. Pretty soon. Doesn't Tribute release tomorrow? Or is it next week? Tribute got pushed up, I think, till tomorrow, right? Liu Fao. Penix and Bowers. I know, we haven't had that many rookies in this one, Dave. Come on. Oh, I'm sorry about J-Bot. I didn't look at pricing. Vladdy Jr., Vladdy Sr., got you. Last box, something crazy here for us. And then we're going to attack Court Kings International next, and then we'll kind of work from there, guys. Jonathan Stewart, checkerboard. Let's go, Dead Dogs. Olukun. Surprisingly, we haven't had one big QB yet. Javon Curse. Oops. $2K a card. I mean, $10K would be crazy. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure all of us would buy it still to a degree. To a degree. Penix. I'd probably try for another Bartolo. Ah! Dead dogs, I thought we had it, bro. Drake May. Deshaun. Warren. This one was not a good player break, guys. This one wasn't good. This one didn't really have Jack Squad in it. We did see a green ice. Not with me. I've never pulled one. Hey, let's go. Yeah, we'll push through on Deca too. Deca's a little bit further out, but either way, I'm probably going to remove Select International just so we can focus on it. I'll reduce to a few screens. No, it's funny. GC, I have a lot of signature moves and phrases. Don't worry. You guys haven't heard all my phrases. You guys might have. I use a lot here too. I don't think I pulled the true. I don't recall. Maybe I did a long time ago on the football channel. Maybe I did, but I forget already. This break wasn't that great. This one was probably the worst one of the players so far. Yeah, I pulled the inserts here. Pulled a couple of Daniels inserts. We didn't totally miss on that. But in terms of like actual hits, we didn't do good. None of the big silvers, none of the big checkerboards like that. That's what you're really looking for. We need at least a couple of QBs. Wasn't terrible, yeah. We really didn't have like we had a Bucky there. We didn't even get like one big QB. Nice Ray Davis auto. Always nice to see autos. Bounties, $25. Dotson, Bosa, Rattler, Slay, Robinson, Braswell, Harris, Turner, Hertz, and Who's Your Mama? I'll add that in, guys. That will be available in about 5 minutes or so after this break.